It has been exactly 14 years since Deanne Wills left the life that made her become a familiar face that walked Telephone Road night and day looking for a date.
On June 4th, 2002, I stood out in front of what was the Blue Top Hotel in this very location and cried out to God to help me change my life. I was in my addiction. I was out here on the street.
Wills is now clean, sober, married, and living in Beaumont. But she was one of dozens of people who came back to the Blue Top Motel for a new beginning for the business that originally opened in 1938 on Telephone Road. It had become a magnet for prostitution.
For me, it was going to jail that saved my life. But had there been a crisis center here, and had it been a little bit different, like it's going to be now, I know that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be today.
With the help of community and private fundraising, former prostitute Tracy Dudley has turned the old Blue Top into a crisis center to help women who are trying to get out of the life.
This area is forgotten about. These women have been written off. It's not high-end. There's nothing glamorous about it. These women aren't, high-end traffickers and things like that. So it's just another prostitute on drugs.
That's why Dudley has turned her attention to Telephone Road in the southeast part of Houston. She says the Project Girls Intervention Center will offer comprehensive services to the women who are trying to turn their lives around.
Have the opportunity to come to the facility. They'll get a full assessment, and so we serve as an assessment center and a crisis center. They will get a full assessment. They can stay up to 48 hours, and that during that time frame, we will navigate and help them navigate services for their next steps.
Dudley kicked off the opening of the Crisis Center with a fundraiser attended by dozens of people who are all pushing and helping to take women off the path of prostitution. The perfect example of that is Deanne Wills, who's now a social worker who helps those who can't help themselves.
It's alive. Addiction, prostitution, sex trafficking, everything that's happening, it's thriving in this area, and it's going to take something to come right here in the center like this to reach these girls when they're in crisis, when they reach out, when they're really ready to change.
In Southeast Houston, ISIAH CAREY, Fox 26 News.